Chef Pradeep. Welcome to our channel for another interesting video. This video we are going to make Italian Stromboli. Instead of the traditional finish, I am going to give a slightly different finish. So watch the video till the end to know how. Now to make Stromboli, here I have 300 grams of refined flour. It's already sieved. 12 grams of sugar. 6 grams of salt. Now I am going to mix this dry ingredients together. Once it is done, I have already activated the yeast. You guys know how to do this from my previous videos. It is just yeast, a little bit of sugar and lukewarm water. It's kept for 10 minutes. Now this is activated. I'm going to add this yeast into it. Still there is some in this, so I'm going to take the water, mix in this same bowl, and I'll be adding in this. See, it's a 300 grams flour, so if you say 50 to 55 grams of water, it will be around 150 ml water. So I'm not adding all the water at once. I will add 70% of the water initially. Then after oil, I will add the rest of the water. So I'm going to start mixing this with a spoon first. Once you mix some amount of water into this, now I'm going to add the olive oil which I have here. It's Italian Stromboli, so olive oil is a must. And if you don't have, you can use a refined oil, but olive oil gives better flavor to this. Now I'm going to start mixing this with hand. Now I'm adding some more water and continue to mix this. So you can see the dough is becoming soft and it's coming together nicely. The dough is completely mixed now, it is soft. Now what we are going to do is we are going to allow this to bulk ferment for some time. I'm just going to cover this with a cloth and leave it at least for 15 minutes. Now it's been 15 minutes like I said. Now if you lift it, you can see the dough has fermented a little bit. Just have to punch it. It's called knockback to release the air from the dough. Now this is the time to shift this dough into a solid surface. This is a wooden table. So follow me. Now I have taken some dough from this and dust the table with some flour. Now I am going to roll this. I'm going to use this tray, so to this size I have to roll. Once it's rolled like this, you have to roll this little bit bigger than the size you actually want, because some kind of shrinkage will be there. So just trying to press it as big as possible. Now this will shrink anyway a little bit, that's okay. Now once you got this, now you have to divide this into 2 equal pieces. I'm going to cut this in the middle. So this is piece 1, this is piece 2. So now what we will do is, here I have the pizza sauce which was already prepared. If you want the recipe for this, click the link above. Now I'm going to put this pizza sauce first in this. Also in the other one. Now once you got the pizza sauce enough, next, here I got some chicken salami. You can also use ham, salami, whatever you like. I'm going to arrange those in this like this. Same for the other one also. You can give different kind of fillings of your preference. Now this is arranged. After the salami is put on this, now we have to put some mozzarella cheese. This is already grated. You can also put slices of mozzarella. Also in this. This I have stretched a little bit. This also I'm going to stretch a bit. So the salami slices are a little bit bigger than I anticipated. So I don't want to make a very big salami. Very big stromboli. So just made the same dough. Now I'm just stretched it. Now I'm going to cut this dough in the side like this. Same here. Now after this cutting is over, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of oregano on this. Same for here also. I'm just applying a little bit of water here. It is only to stick them well. So once done, now I'm going to start folding like this from both sides. It may look like there is some gaps in between, but once the dough ferments, most of those gaps will be closed. So keep holding it as close as possible. You can also roll it as it is traditionally done. Just seal it on the side. So now this is ready. Now I'm going to shift this to the tray like this. Next, this one I'm going to make like the usual stromboli which is normally made. So for this I'm just going to rotate, just put this on top, and without pushing the cheese or filling out, I'm going to carefully roll this, and before finishing here, just going to apply a little bit of water on the side and we close it. So this is how the regular stromboli is made, and this also I'm going to place on the tray. This I'm going to place on this tray. So now we have to allow this to ferment, and then after fermenting I will show you what to do. Both of this has fermented enough. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to apply some water on this. I'm not going to use egg wash. If you prefer giving egg wash, please go ahead with that. Slight bubbles here that we will cut it off. So after the water wash, I have some tomatoes as well as green pepper or capsicum as it is called. Now I'm going to arrange them on this natively. This will give some nice look in the end. This also I'm going to arrange the same way. So once done, now this one already have enough gaps, so we can leave it. This one I'm going to cut a little bit. It's just coming off. Just gently I'm going to cut with this, so that will enable the inner part to bake better. So after this I'm going to sprinkle some oregano on this. Now this is ready to bake. Our oven is preheated. Let us bake this. This is going in the middle rack of the oven. The oven is at 220 degrees and it is at the bake setting. Our first one is done. I'm going to take it out. See, nice golden brown color. Now it's time for the second one. Once you take this out of the oven, apply some olive oil and leave it for some time so that the olive oil seep into the dough and it will result in a nice taste and flavor when you have it. So now I'm going to apply some olive oil on this. Once oil applied, then we will allow this to slightly sit in the hot tray for some time before we cut it and have it. Second one is also ready now. In this also I'm going to apply a bit of oil and allow the oil to seep in for some time before I cut it. Now I'm going to remove both of this from the tray and put this on the cutting board so we can cut and check inside. Still hot. This first one. This is the other one. Now we have made chicken stromboli in two ways. We are ready now. Let me cut and show you inside. You can see that there is a layer of sauce and there is a layer of the chicken salami, as well as there is a layer of cheese in it. So this is how it looks like, and I'm going to cut the other one to show you. I'm just going to turn this side so it's easy for me to cut. This will have, I believe, a little bit more rolling kind of a texture. You can see. Cut one more. It looks better even in this. There's a layer of sauce, chicken salami and the cheese layers, and this is how chicken stromboli is made. This is a very easy way to make stromboli. You can also make the dough a little bit more thick if you prefer. I prefer the dough to be a little bit more thin, so when you eat it, it will not be too much of a a dough feeling in the mouth. Instead, everything should be balanced. The layer of the dough, the chicken salami, sauce, cheese, all four elements should be very well balanced. So I usually make the dough a little bit thin, so the balance comes right. So do try this recipe. If you like it, do comment in the comment section. Do check out other videos in the channel.